Have you ever wondered what silent mistakes could slowly put your safety and independence at risk when living alone after 65? Many older adults take comfort in the freedom of having their own space, but hidden within that freedom are little habits and oversights that can quietly make life harder, less safe, and far lonelier than it needs to be. The truth is, independence doesn't just depend on age. It depends on the daily choices we make to protect our bodies, our minds, and our well-being. Small things like forgetting a checkup, skipping a meal, or leaving clutter in the hallway can grow into bigger challenges that chip away at your strength and confidence. That's why today we're uncovering 8 things you must avoid when living alone as a senior. These aren't the obvious tips you've already heard. They're the overlooked mistakes that truly separate living with confidence from struggling with unnecessary risks. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Share your city or country in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss our upcoming videos designed to support your health and independence. Now let's begin with the first mistake you must avoid. Number 1, overlooking home safety adjustments. One of the most common and dangerous mistakes older adults make when living alone is ignoring the small safety upgrades at home. At first, these details may seem unimportant, but a single fall in the bathroom, a slip in a dark hallway, or a door left unlocked can have life-changing consequences when there is no one around to help. Living alone means every bit of preparation matters. Something as simple as installing grab bars near the shower, placing non-slip mats, or brightening the stairway lighting can drastically reduce risks. These changes aren't about turning your home into a hospital. They're about creating a space where you can move with confidence without the constant fear of stumbling or being unsafe. Psychologists often point out that our environment shapes our sense of independence. A safe home doesn't just protect your body, it protects your peace of mind. When you know your surroundings are secure, you rest more deeply, sleep better, and carry yourself with calm assurance. On the other hand, living with small but constant worries like tripping on a loose rug or hearing a strange noise at night can quietly eat away at your sense of stability. Take Michael, a 77-year-old who had lived in the same house for over 40 years. He believed he knew every corner by heart. But one evening, as he walked to the kitchen, he stumbled in a dimly lit hallway and fractured his hip. The accident led to weeks in the hospital and months of painful rehabilitation. Later, he admitted that a few inexpensive changes, brighter lights, and secure flooring could have prevented the entire ordeal. This is the truth about safety upgrades. They're not about being fragile. They're about being smart. By removing unnecessary risks, you actually give yourself more freedom. You no longer have to walk through your home with caution at every step. Instead, you can enjoy your independence with ease and confidence. Think of your home as your partner in aging well. A steady step on a firm floor, a secure lock on the door, and light that clearly shows your path. These are the quiet guardians of your safety and dignity. The more attention you give to these small details today, the fewer chances you'll face dangerous setbacks tomorrow. If you're still watching, let me know in the comments with the number 1. I'd love to see who's here and paying attention. Now let's move forward to the second mistake that many seniors overlook: skipping regular health check-ins. Number 2, skipping regular health check-ins. Another mistake that quietly threatens independence is putting off regular health appointments or ignoring small symptoms. When living alone, there's no one nearby to notice subtle changes like a slower walk, a dizzy spell, or a cough that lingers. What feels minor today can quickly grow into something serious if left unchecked. The challenge is that health problems often creep in silently. By the time they become obvious, they may already require complex treatment. That's why routine checkups, screenings, and even small conversations with your doctor are so important. Prevention is always easier, less painful, and less costly than dealing with emergencies. Consider Patricia, a 73-year-old who often dismissed her rising blood pressure because she felt fine most of the time. She skipped her appointments thinking they weren't necessary. One morning, she fainted in her kitchen and woke up in the hospital. That frightening moment became her wake-up call. Since then, she never misses a checkup, and with small adjustments in her medication and lifestyle, she has regained her stability and peace of mind. This is not about weakness, it is about wisdom. By prioritizing your health, you give yourself the best chance to remain independent. A calendar on the wall, a phone reminder, or asking a family member to follow up after an appointment can make all the difference. Even a neighbor checking in after a procedure can bring peace of mind and safety. Doctors and psychologists alike remind us that early detection is key. A small ache could be arthritis that's easier to manage if caught early. A bit of dizziness could signal balance issues that physical therapy can improve. Even changes in mood like feeling more tired or unmotivated can point to health concerns worth discussing. When you live alone, you are your own first line of defense. Every time you keep a medical appointment, you are investing in your freedom. It means you can continue cooking for yourself, enjoying walks, or driving to visit friends without sudden setbacks. Think of it this way: your body is your most valuable asset. It's the foundation for every choice you make, every smile you share, and every day you live on your own terms. Skipping regular health check-ins is like neglecting to maintain the very tool that keeps your independence alive. If you're still here and finding this valuable, type the number 2 in the comments. I'd love to know you're watching closely. Now let's move on to the third mistake seniors often make when living alone: neglecting meal planning and nutrition. Number 3, neglecting meal planning and nutrition. Living alone can make meals feel less important, almost like an afterthought. Many older adults find themselves reaching for frozen dinners, canned soups, or even skipping meals altogether because cooking for one feels like too much effort. But over time, this quiet neglect of nutrition can slowly weaken your body, lower your energy, and leave you more vulnerable to illness. Food isn't just fuel. It's the foundation of strength, resilience, and even emotional well-being. Every choice you make at the table shapes how you feel the next day. Relying too much on processed or packaged food often means missing out on vital nutrients that protect muscle, bone, and brain health. Without enough protein, fresh vegetables, and healthy fats, recovery from illness becomes slower, energy levels drop, and feelings of fatigue or even depression become more common. Experts often say that nutrition is medicine. A balanced diet doesn't just protect your physical health, it also stabilizes mood, sharpens memory, and keeps motivation alive. On the other hand, poor nutrition creates a spiral. Low energy leads to less activity leads to isolation, and isolation makes it even harder to eat well. Take Thomas, an 80-year-old widower, as an example. He admitted that for months he lived on toast and black coffee most mornings, thinking it was enough. But his doctor noticed he was losing weight and becoming frail. With a little guidance, he began preparing simple meals ahead of time: eggs with vegetables, oatmeal with fruit, and lean meats for dinner. Within weeks, his energy returned, and he felt more engaged with life. He even started walking daily again, something he hadn't done in years. This shows how powerful food really is. Eating well is not about gourmet cooking. It's about respecting yourself enough to give your body what it needs. Even small steps like cooking once and portioning meals for the week, or keeping easy staples like yogurt, nuts, and fresh fruit at home can make a big difference. The way you nourish yourself is a reflection of how you value your independence. A healthy meal is an act of self-care. It gives you strength, dignity, and the confidence to live alone without feeling run down or dependent on others. If you're still with me, leave the number 3 in the comments. It's a small step to show you care about your own health and that you're learning alongside this community. Now let's continue to the 4th mistake that quietly steals independence: shutting yourself off from social connections. Number 4, withdrawing from social connections. When living alone, one of the most dangerous habits isn't physical, it's emotional. Slowly withdrawing from friends, family, or community can quietly erode both health and happiness. Loneliness rarely shows up all at once. It creeps in little by little: missed phone calls, saying no to visits, or spending one too many evenings in silence. Over time, this isolation doesn't just affect mood, it can weaken memory, increase stress, and even raise the risk of serious health issues. Research consistently shows that older adults who stay socially connected live longer, recover faster from illness, and enjoy a higher quality of life. Human connection is powerful medicine. It doesn't mean you need endless friends or constant activity. What matters is rhythm and consistency. A weekly lunch with a neighbor, a phone call with family, joining a small group at your local center. These small steps create a steady heartbeat of connection that keeps your spirit alive. Take Richard, a 76-year-old who found himself spending most of his days watching television alone. At first, he told himself he was fine, but the days grew quieter and his motivation faded. His daughter encouraged him to join a community choir. Reluctantly, he went. What he discovered was more than music. He found laughter, friendship, and a renewed sense of purpose. He now looks forward to practice every week, and his joy in life has returned. This is the power of connection. Psychologists remind us that conversations, laughter, and shared experiences protect against depression and keep the mind sharp. They give meaning and resilience in ways no pill can provide. Living alone doesn't mean living isolated. It means being intentional about keeping ties strong. Even a single conversation can lift your mood. Even a short visit can remind you that you're not alone in this journey. Think of social connection as nourishment for the soul. Just as your body needs food to stay strong, your heart and mind need relationships to thrive. Choosing connection is choosing life, joy, and vitality. If you're still here and this resonates, type the number 4 in the comments. It's a simple way to say, I choose connection. Now let's move forward to the 5th mistake many seniors overlook, allowing clutter and hidden hazards to build up at home. Number 5, allowing clutter and hazards to build up. One of the most overlooked dangers for older adults living alone is allowing clutter and hidden hazards to slowly take over the home. At first, a stack of magazines near the doorway or a pair of shoes left in the hallway might seem harmless. But for seniors, these small obstacles can become serious traps. The reality is that many injuries don't come from illness, but from preventable falls inside the home. Living independently means protecting your space so it supports rather than threatens your safety. A cluttered floor, tangled cords, or piles of belongings create unnecessary risks. One misstep can lead to broken bones, hospital stays, and months of lost independence. By keeping walkways clear, organizing your space, and removing items you don't truly need, you strengthen your ability to live safely on your own terms. It's important to remember that clutter doesn't just affect the body, it weighs on the mind. A messy, crowded environment creates stress and makes it harder to relax. In contrast, an orderly space brings calm, clarity, and even pride. When your surroundings are peaceful, your thoughts and emotions naturally follow. Take Eleanor, an 81-year-old who loves saving keepsakes from every stage of her life. Over the years, her home filled with boxes stacked in corners and hallways. One afternoon, she tripped over a pile near the kitchen and broke her wrist. During her recovery, her children helped her sort through belongings and clear the house. Later, she admitted that not only did the open space make her safer, but it also gave her a refreshing sense of freedom she hadn't felt in years. This story reminds us that avoiding clutter isn't just housekeeping. It's an act of self-care. Every time you pick up a loose item or clear a pathway, you're protecting your independence. A tidy home becomes a reflection of how much you value your own well-being. Think of it this way: each clear step you take through your house is a step toward confidence, security, and peace of mind. By reducing risks in your environment, you give yourself the gift of moving freely without fear. If you're still watching and this message resonates, write the number 5 in the comments. It's a small but meaningful way to commit to a safer home. Now let's move forward to the 6th mistake that can be even more dangerous: mishandling medications. Number 6, mishandling medications. Another mistake that quietly threatens seniors living alone is failing to manage medications properly. Many older adults take several prescriptions each day, often at different times and in different doses. Without someone nearby to remind or check, it's easy to forget a pill, take the wrong amount, or even double a dose by mistake. These errors may not seem serious at first, but over time they can cause dizziness, weakness, confusion, or dangerous side effects that lead to hospital visits. Living alone means that you are fully responsible for keeping track of your health routines. A small lapse in medication can undermine everything else you're doing to stay well. Blood pressure can suddenly spike, memory can feel foggy, or balance can be thrown off, all because a pill was skipped or repeated. Health experts emphasize that consistency is just as important as the medicine itself. When taken correctly, prescriptions protect your health and maintain stability. But when handled carelessly, they create hidden risks that can steal away independence. Consider James, a 78-year-old who often forgot if he had taken his morning pills. Some days he skipped them completely, while other days he took them twice just to be safe. The result was constant fatigue and unsteadiness that he couldn't explain. After speaking with his doctor, James started using a weekly pill organizer and kept a checklist on his refrigerator. With those simple tools, he regained energy, balance, and peace of mind. He later admitted that managing his medications correctly felt like lifting a weight off his shoulders. The good news is there are easy solutions. Pill boxes labeled by day alarms on your phone, or even asking your pharmacist to simplify your prescriptions can keep you safe. These tools aren't signs of dependence. They are signs of wisdom, taking control of your health in the most practical way possible. Think of medication management as a form of protection. Each pill, when taken correctly, becomes a shield that supports your independence. Each reminder you set is a step toward living with confidence, knowing you are actively guarding your own well-being. If you're still here and this part speaks to you, type the number 6 in the comments. It's a small promise to yourself that you'll pay closer attention to your health routines. Now let's move forward to the 7th mistake seniors must avoid: overlooking financial discipline. Number 7, overlooking financial discipline. When living alone, one of the quietest but most damaging mistakes seniors can make is neglecting financial discipline. Without a partner or family member nearby, it's easy for small errors to slip by unnoticed, like forgetting to pay a bill on time, spending more than planned, or trusting a phone call that turns out to be a scam. These lapses not only strain savings, but can also put independence at risk. Financial stability is more than numbers on a page. It is directly tied to peace of mind. When money feels uncertain, stress rises, sleep suffers, and even health can decline. On the other hand, when your finances are steady, you move through life with confidence and calm, knowing your needs are covered and your independence is secure. Simple steps can make a big difference. Setting up automatic bill payments removes the risk of forgetting. Reviewing statements once a month helps catch errors early. Being cautious about unexpected offers, whether in the mail, online, or on the phone, can prevent falling victim to scams that often target older adults living alone. These small habits create a protective shield around both your wallet and your dignity. Take the story of Margaret, an 83-year-old who prided herself on handling everything herself. One month she misplaced her utility bill in a stack of unopened mail. A week later, her lights were shut off. Embarrassed and upset, she realized she needed a better system. With her daughter's help, she set up automatic payments and a simple filing system. Since then, she hasn't missed a bill and feels far less anxious about money. This isn't about giving up control. It's about taking smart steps to preserve it. By being proactive with finances, you protect your independence from being undermined by preventable mistakes. You also free yourself from the constant background worry of, did I pay that? Or what if this offer is real? That peace of mind gives you more energy to enjoy the things that truly matter. Financial discipline also sends a powerful message to yourself: I value my future. I am building a foundation of stability that supports my freedom, my health, and my joy in these years of life. If you're still with me, write the number 7 in the comments. It shows that you're committed to protecting not only your health, but also your financial independence. Now let's move on to the 8th and final mistake seniors often make when living alone: refusing to ask for help. Number 8, refusing to ask for help. Perhaps the most damaging mistake seniors make when living alone is believing they must handle everything on their own. Many older adults feel that asking for help shows weakness, but the truth is, refusing support can lead to unnecessary struggles and even dangerous situations. Independence doesn't mean doing everything yourself. It means knowing how to live safely, wisely, and with dignity. Daily life often brings challenges that used to feel simple: carrying groceries, shoveling snow, climbing a ladder to change a light bulb. When you live alone, these tasks can become risky. Refusing to ask for assistance may protect pride in the moment, but it can put your health and independence in jeopardy. Consider Robert, an 84-year-old who insisted on shoveling his own driveway every winter. One icy morning, he slipped, fell, and lay outside for hours before a neighbor finally found him. The accident could have been avoided with one simple request. After that frightening event, Robert asked the teenager next door to help during snowfalls. Not only did he stay safe, but he also built a warm friendship with the family across the street. This story shows that asking for help is not about losing independence, it is about protecting it. By leaning on others when needed, you extend your ability to live alone longer, with greater safety and peace of mind. Accepting help creates trust, builds connections, and strengthens the support system around you. Psychologists often remind us that humans thrive on interdependence, not isolation. When you allow others to assist you, also give them the gift of contributing to your life. It builds bonds and reassures loved ones that you are safe. Living alone should never mean living unsupported. There is wisdom in knowing your limits and strength in embracing connection. Whether it's asking a neighbor to check in after a storm, calling a family member for a ride, or hiring someone for chores that carry risk, these choices safeguard your well-being. Think of asking for help as a strategy for independence. Every time you reach out, you are investing in your ability to stay in your home healthy and confident. Strength often comes not from standing alone, but from knowing when to lean on others. If you're still here, type the number 8 in the comments. It's a reminder to yourself and to others that wisdom is stronger than pride. Now that we've covered the 8 mistakes, let's wrap up with some final thoughts on how to live alone with safety, dignity, and joy. Conclusion. As we come to the end of this journey, take a moment to reflect on the 8 mistakes we've explored together. Each one may seem small on its own, whether it's forgetting to check your health, leaving clutter in the hallway, or staying silent when you truly need a helping hand. But when added together, these habits can quietly chip away at the independence and peace of mind that make living alone meaningful. The good news is every single one of these mistakes can be avoided with awareness and small intentional changes. A brighter light in the hallway, a regular doctor's visit, a balanced meal, a phone call to a friend. These choices may appear simple, but they build the foundation for a safer, stronger, and more joyful life. Living alone after 65 is not just about survival. It's about thriving. It's about protecting your physical health, nurturing your emotional well-being, and guarding your financial stability. Most importantly, it's about embracing the connections that keep you supported and fulfilled. So ask yourself, what stood out to you today? Was it the reminder to secure your home, the encouragement to eat better, or the call to reach out to others more often? Share your answer in the comments below. Your reflections matter, and they inspire others in this community to take action as well. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on the bell. Your support allows us to keep creating meaningful content that informs, encourages, and uplifts. Remember, independence is not about doing everything alone. It's about making wise choices that allow you to live with strength, dignity, and joy. Thank you for spending this time with us. We'll see you in the next video.